Welcome to Maggie's Cottage. Please help us grow our channel by subscribing and watching some of our other videos. In today's video, we're going to talk about our Tuff Shed Barn that we got from Home Depot. So I've always wanted a barn, and at one time the cottage property would have had a barn. It was probably over an acre and had a big barn, but no longer does that exist. So we decided to go with a Tuff Shed Barn on our fourth of an acre that we still have. These are some pictures of the cottage before we finished the outside. Actually, when we bought it, this is what it looked like. It was in really rough shape. We did a lot of work on it to get it ready so that we could have this cottage for our retirement. We painted it a beautiful yellow, landscaped the yard, but we were still missing a barn. So we decided that the Tuff Shed Barn would be the best option for our property. And like I said, I love barns and I've always wanted a big barn like this, but the property will not allow it, so a Tuff Shed Barn it is.
All right, so here we go. So if you're thinking about getting a Tuff Shed or a Tuff Shed Barn, we got ours from Home Depot. First thing you want to start off with is a nice flat piece of ground. I had an individual come out and bring his tractor and kind of level it out as best as we could. But it doesn't even have to be perfect, because the team that comes out, when they start to lay down the foundation, they're going to make sure that it's level, and they've got shims and other things that they can put underneath it to make sure that that this thing's going to be about as level as it can get. There's different types of flooring that you can get. We did get the upgraded flooring. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but it makes for a really nice smooth floor. You can see that you know, these sheds come out in prefab pieces, and honestly, when the truck and the trailer rolled in with all of these pieces on it, I looked at it and I thought, oh my gosh, this is what I bought. I was concerned whether or not it was going to be sturdy and strong and look as good as it did, you know, when we walked through it at Home Depot. But I'm telling you, as this shed came together, this team of installers were amazing, and I think that's pretty standard with Home Depot and also Tuff Shed, actually. Wow, I mean, it was amazing how this went together, and this was no easy feat. I mean, it took them the better part of a day to erect this thing and get it all put together. But as you can see, I'm showing you bits and pieces of the install. So the trusses going up, and now the sheeting, you know, going on for the roof. And it's really kind of fun to watch this go together. Now this shed we got is 12 foot wide by 16 foot deep. I can't remember what the inside height is, but it's tall. And there's a loft in there. And the loft you can get, you know, varying widths of a loft depending on what you want to pay for. I think I did the basic 4-foot loft, and then I went ahead and just added a 2x6 and got some more sheeting and just made it a little bit longer. I got the nice architectural shingles that you could see going up on the shed, and I mean, when all was said and done, they got this all put together. They touch up paint all of it. And I'll tell you what, this thing is amazing. It's held up really, really good. So once we got it all together, the next thing I wanted to do is kind of protect around the exterior of it, you know, because that metal foundation was exposed. So I had some pea gravel brought in that we went and put around it to just kind of give it a finishing touch to it. You can see on the inside, I've got a couple of four-wheelers. I can actually park them, you know, front to back in there, and a whole lot of other things. We actually had our kids and grandkids over, and we glamped it out and turned it into a bedroom for Laura and I for a short time too, when we have visitors coming. So I mean, I'm sure you could probably fix this up and live in it if you needed to. But we've had it for 10 years, and here's what it looks like. And tell you what, I've been very pleased with it. We have since bought another shed, not a barn, that sits next to this one. So I'm a fan. So I would highly recommend the Home Depot Tuff Shed way to go, and the barn was amazing. So hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave some comments. We'd love to have you subscribe, and thanks for coming along for the journey again.